Hey there, Soul Shines, it's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. I would like to apologize for the lighting. It is not the best, but it is what it is, as well as the videography. I am trying to use my computer, but it's got its glitches too. And today, I did my card pull from this deck. The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise Jarvie. Before I get on to the card pull, the thought that just came to me, I was talking to you about how I was talking to a friend, and she was talking about manifesting, and I was like, I have been studying manifesting for 15 plus years. I've been doing healing work for longer than that, emotional and belief work and everything, and it gets frustrating. And it just really hit me in that moment that I have the belief that I cannot manifest. What a fascinating belief to have. To believe that it doesn't matter what I'm going to do, because it's never going to get from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. That it's just not going to work. And that's the belief that I've carried with me. Now, today's card, I'm probably going to slaughter the word. It's Vesica, Pisces. And what, I don't know if you can see this, it's got two circles. Okay. It's got two circles, and then in the middle, the circles overlap. Now, I had to read the book about this to see what it said, and I really wasn't completely sure what this is. It reminds me of concentricity. Although I learned the word concentricity, and I fell in love with it. And it's, concentricity is where, or at least the way it was explained to me, and I may actually have a wrong definition of it, but it was kind of like, here's what you say, and here's what you do, and then the concentricity place is the part where it meets. Now, concentricity may just be that that's where any circles meet, and I just happened to learn it with these two. So we're going to use this, and we're going to talk about one side being your physical, the things that you can see and feel and touch. Most people hang out in this realm. Most people try to make their life decisions from this realm. And they try to manifest from this realm. And it's kind of hard because we were designed to live in the center. We were designed to be centered. Now, I, myself, tend to spend more time in the spiritual realm, and I have a disconnect from this side. It's like my circles are kind of disconnected. Maybe they might overlap a little bit, and it causes a problem. And so for me, it's bringing this side in to create that that alignment in the center. And it's realizing that, you know what? Of course I can. Of course I can manifest. And of course you can. And for most people, it's that, what does the soul want? And it helps them to get into the dream space. So it's not just about, okay, got to feed my family, got to put a roof over my head, I've got to make it be successful or have a name for myself. When you move into that space where you're in that center space, it's recognizing these things have some value, that you have to feed your family, and recognizing that your soul has desires too. And it's finding that magic in the middle where the soul and the body are able to create. And this is when people create magical lives. When they can get to this place where both sides are working together, where they're working with the physical and they're working with the spiritual, and they're bringing them together, that's when they create, and that's when they manifest. So for you, the question is, which side are you on? Are you more focused on the things you can see, feel, taste, hear, touch, the reality of everything? Or are you one of the rare people like myself who spent more time in the physical or spiritual world, and just having a body feels like a nuisance, which is really sad because our bodies are so beautiful and wonderful. But there are some of us who are we have such interesting gifts that we come into the world with, that being in a body feels super disconnected for us. And for those of us that are like that, the the journey to creating the proper life, or the life that we really want to live, is embracing that, the physical, and embracing the needs, and embracing that part of us. And for the people who are so far over here in the physical, it's awakening the soul and bringing that soul experience in, and bringing the soul's desires in. Because I guarantee the soul's desires are much bigger than our spiritual desire. Our physical desires. Our soul's like, yes, let's feed the family, and let's feed them 10-course meals or whatever. Our soul doesn't want to stop at just barely getting by. Our soul wants to experience the most of life. And so that's part of what this idea and what I'm feeling about it is that wherever you're at, and maybe for me, part of it is that almost a weird disconnect. Because sometimes I feel like I jump back and forth between them. I kind of sometimes jump into the panic of, oh my gosh, I'm a single mom. I don't get a lot of child support. I don't have a lot of money coming in. How am I supposed to feed my family? And there is a little bit of that panic there. And it is a disconnect. They're not connected. Whereas my soul is saying, I'm going to trust. And I know I'm going to be inspired. And it's like, let's bring those two together so that we can actually create. And it's kind of what I'm feeling today, is that, what would it feel like? Just pretend with me for a minute. What would it feel like to be in this center space where the soul and the body merge, where the physical reality, the mortal reality, and the soul reality merge? What would it feel like to be in that place? And as one of my mentors says, describe it. Describe how that feeling feels. Notice if you have sensations. Like right now I'm feeling sensations in my body. It's like tingly and awake and alive. Sensations in my legs, which is really cool because I've had a lot of problems with my legs in the last couple of years. So, let's talk money. What would it feel like to create the money that we're wanting and needing from the center place? What if you could feel that right now? What if you could be in that space? Describe how it feels. And for me, I feel a lightness. And I feel a kind of a, like the burdens have eased and left. It's not so stressful. So play with that idea of what would it be like, whatever it is you're trying to create, what would it feel like to be in this center space creating that? And that is my message I have for you guys today. Remember, everybody, to let your light shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. And I'll see you guys next time.